So if you struggle being a man's friend, this video is for you. Long story short, I met my husband online, and after 2 weeks of talking, I was like, what's up? And he went to God, and basically God told him for us to do a 90-day friendship. I did not know how to do that, so I needed God. And I believe it was through that friendship that allowed me to depend on God and not my husband's word. Because I feel like as women, a lot of times we're looking for words. And for me, words of affirmation is one of my top love languages. So he wasn't giving me those words. He was actually helping me guard my own heart by not calling me all these cutesy names, baby, babe, beautiful, all these things, even if he thought it. So he helped me to keep my heart in check. But I also had to go to God when I felt my heart wanting to, call him my man or call him babe or just say different things. So after every phone call, I would just go to God. And I remember one time even basically crying because I felt like so afraid. And what I realized and what I was afraid of, one, I was afraid of it not working because I felt my heart opening up. And I was like, God, please help me, because if this doesn't work, I will be hurt, And what God showed me through that is that I have to learn to trust him. I have to not trust in a relationship or a marriage, or this thing working out so much that I lose trust in him. To be my husband's friend, and I feel like for all women, in order for us to be a man's friend, you need God. Jesus had a bunch of friends, right? He calls us friends. And I said, Lord, you call us friends, but I don't know how to be a friend. Teach me how to be his friend. And what he taught me was basically allowing him to be himself. Not trying to fix him, not trying to change him, not trying to marry him, but just be. Just be. And in that being for 90 days, what we found and discovered was that we genuinely grew a love for each other, not for who we could be, but for who we were. Because I feel like as women, we fall in love with a potential of a man, and we begin to plan our future because of he could be this, and he could be my husband, and he could be all these things, and he could do all these things. But I learned to fall in love with my husband for who he was in that present time, that if he did not ever change, that I would still choose him. So I'm not sure who this is for, but it is very important to learn to be a man's friend before you become his wife. And you're going to need God in order to do that. If you want to know the full story, check out our YouTube video, but put your questions below and I'll be happy to share more about this experience.